How's it going, guys? My name is DJP. Welcome back to another NHL 25 franchise video. Montreal Canadiens are our next Eastern Conference team. 4 seasons, injuries on, not meant to be realistic. If we say name wrong, say name wrong. It's a video game at the end of the day. Don't take it too seriously. We're just here to have some fun and bag on EA. And yeah, before we get on to the gameplay, like, subscribe, enjoy the content, comment down below some of my videos. Go to social play, second channel, and main channel down below and in the description. If you like other content from me, TJP, also the rules are also in the description. Just letting you know. And, yeah, let's get on to the gameplay. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, we will start off here with looking at the roster before we look at the lines. Should be fun. Also, I got the baseball game up. And, they're showing Taylor Swift. Anyways, because when am I recording this? Monday, so you'll be seeing this on Wednesday. I know, right? Crazy. So, let's look at the Canadiens here. So, Nick Suzuki, top guy. But we've got other guys like Cole Caulfield, Matheson, Laine, Patrick, and Kirby Dach. Slavkovsky. We got Caden on the team, Newhook. Lane's on the squad. Brendan Gallagher. David Savard, we've got Josh Anderson, Justin Barron, Jake Evans, Joel Armia, Dvorak, Harvey Pinard, Barre, Boulet. That's like French. Wait, did I do brr? I think I did brr. And then Arbor's also on the team too. Pizzetta, Joshua Roy. Fun stuff. Let's look at the goalies as well. Montebault and Caden Primo. So that's it. That's the team. And yeah, I could also say Prime Australia because that's cool because it's Prime AU. Prime.au. Anyways, look at the lines. Let's go look at the team and see what we have. It is looking good. This top line looks great. I like it a lot. Plus 5 chem, plus 1 chem on this line. It's not bad. I'm going to do this, have Anderson be there. I think that just makes a little bit more sense. Alright, yeah, this is good. And then defensively, how are we looking? Not terrible. Could use a little improvement on that right side. So maybe we try to get a right defenseman. If we're looking to do a trade, I mean, we could. I would like to see the picks we potentially have here. Again, I'm not expecting us to compete this season, but then every time I say that, I feel like we compete. I know it's weird, but we'll look at the draft picks. We do have a Calgary Flames first round pick. We have our own pick, 2 seconds, 3 thirds. A lot of picks this year, which is great. All right. You know, if we get a franchise talent, obviously I'm going to go after one. But let's see if there is a trade out there we can make to get ourselves a right defenseman for this upcoming season. Just an extra, like I said, an extra right defenseman. I'm going to look around and we'll explore the market and see what's out there. So let me look and see if I can finagle a trade. This trade will go through the Kings, a second, third, and Struble for Spence. Honestly, if I can just do this without having to give up a second maybe, I think I'll probably have to get the second up. Okay, I'll give up the second because I think then it will go through. If not, I'll throw in a fourth, and then it'll definitely go through. So, we're going to definitely get Jordan Spence here. I'll throw that Blue Jackets one in. This should get the job done, and it does. All right, so yeah, Jordan Spence coming over from the Kings. Gives ourselves another right defenseman, someone that can develop is under contract for 2 more seasons. I like it. That's pretty much going to be it from me. I'm going to kind of simulate, like I said, I don't expect this to be a playoff team this year, but I've been surprised before by EA. We're going to simulate a bit. I'll let you guys know once I have an update for you, how the team's doing, and we'll see how everyone assess the team going from there. I'm actually kind of surprised at how good we are. 36, 17, and 3. That is very good. Best in the Atlantic. We did start losing some games a little bit more recently, but we're playing well. I can't complain. I'll also move my face to the left side so you guys can see the standings. But yeah, it's been great. Looking very good. Hopefully we can keep it that way. We got ourselves a nice match here. You see we're 5th in goals for per game, 6th in goals against. Power play percentage top 5 in there, and penalty kill 7. So the team is doing really well. Got to give them credit where credit's due. I really do. But we're going to look at the stats here. Going to go to the Stat Central. I am very pleased because we're just going to get betting. We got a lot of young guys here. Cole Caulfield. Kolsif, 67 points. 63 from Suzuki. Newhook, 46. 42 from Slavkovsky. He's looking great. Former #1 overall pick, Juraj Slavkovsky. Curbs, 41 points. I like the team. Listen, we're playing well. I know this team's going to be eventually good. I didn't think it'd be this season. I just didn't think it'd be this season. But here we are. 6 guys in double-figure power play points. 21 from Cole as well. So, I mean, that makes sense. And I expect this to get better and better because the guys should be getting better and better, right? I mean, they're young. A lot of these young guys are going to continue to improve. Already 114 hits from Slavkovsky. Matheson with 108. Block shots, got 89 from Matheson. 80 from Spence. 67 from Barron. Savard with 60. Giveaways and takeaways right there. Wonderful stuff there. Cole with 58. We got 2 fights from Arbor. Nice, buddy. Good job. How are the goalies? Goalies looking pretty good. Montebault, not too bad. 3.08 goals against average, 22, 12, and 1. And then Primo's been excellent as backup. Love to see that from him. He is doing amazing work. Excuse me on my neck. Do I want to make trades? The answer is no, but I do want to see the standings one more time. I didn't get a chance to look at where the Calgary Flames were. And I do want to go take a look one more time at the standings just to see where they are and try to keep tabs on them while I'm simulating. So we go to the Pacific. As you can see, they're at 62 points. I mean, they're close to being a wildcard team, but they could possibly be a lottery team, and we can have a lottery pick, and that'll help us out. If there is a franchise talent that we can trade for, I would love to do that. It's another young guy to add to the program. Or we could trade it for a really good player that's ready to help us contribute next season. Who knows? But for now, let me head on to the end of the season. We should be in the playoffs. That's the expectation now, is making the playoffs. All right, and we're going to end up going 52, 26, and 4, which means we clinch the conference, which is fantastic. Now, we didn't have the President's Trophy, but that's fine. I don't need the President's Trophy. I don't want the curse. But I'm trying to simulate here to see who we're going to be taking on. It'll be the Tampa Bay Lightning in the first round. So great stuff there from our team. I'm actually very impressed with the Canadians, how well they played. 5th in goals for, 6th in goals against, 4th in the power play, 18th in the penalty kill. So this young team's be getting some experience, which is wonderful. Now, I do want to look at the stats as I sneeze. Let's be thanking me if you want. And also, I want to take a quick look at how the Flames did. Flames didn't make the playoffs, so it'll be a lottery pick, but it's not going to be a high pick, most likely, unless they somehow win the lottery. But that's totally fine with me. Cole Caulfield, my guy, 92 points, lead the team. Suzuki with 90, 69 from Slavkovsky, 67 from Newhook. Kirby with 60. So, I mean, I like it a lot, how well we played. I mean, it's excellent stuff. Some guys are in and out of the lineup as well. A little bit, not too much, but also some guys playing hurt. 4 guys, at least 20 power play points is great. 6 guys overall in double figures. You got your hits, block shots, giveaways, and takeaways. So there are your hits. We have 5 guys, at least 100 hits, and almost 6. Line A was up there with 99. Couldn't quite get there, though. Then you have your block shot. That's Matheson, 128, 109 from Jordan Spence. I'm glad we traded for you. And then you have your giveaways and takeaways right there, as you can see. Now, goalies, we were pretty good. I like the rotation. But the question is how well we perform against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Well, that is where the money is. 93 points they had. There's Vasilevsky. He's looking... I don't know what I was going to say. I was going to say something really weird, but I'm glad I didn't. So here's what's going to happen. Here's the deal. EA, we got to win this. Can we do it? Let's find out. Game 1 against the Lightning is taking forever to sim, but we win. 4-1. Let's go. Game 2, another 4-1 win. I like it. Can we win Game 3? The answer is yes, 5-2. Jordan Spence had an injury, but he's recovered. And let's sweep. Justin Barron got hurt, and And now we have another injury. All right, game 5. Let's win it in 5. You gave them their game. All right, can we please win game 6 and not blow a 3-0 lead? Or is EA going to be annoying and blow a 3-0 lead? So 3 games in a row, 3-2. 3 games in a row. Just gonna put that out there. 3 games in a row. So are we really gonna blow a 3-0 lead? Let's not do that. That would be an embarrassment. I'm not hopping on in because every time I hop into the sim, we lose. So I'm not going to do that. But if I sim past this and lose, I'm going to be pissed. And we lost. So shout out to EA. I mean, this is amazing. This is amazing. Let's just get this straight. We lose game 1. No, we win game 1, win game 2, win game 3. Perfectly fine. Lose 3 straight 3-2 games, and then lose 5-2 in game 7. I mean, you gotta make it make sense. It just doesn't make sense. I'm sorry, it doesn't make any sense. You gotta make it make sense. I get it. Some guys got hurt. I mean, we can blame it on that. It doesn't make any sense. Listen, the expectation was not for me to make the playoffs. Somehow this team makes the playoffs. Okay, great. And we win the conference, no less. But then the expectation should change. And then all of a sudden, what happens? We're up 3-0 and we blow a 3-0 lead. Like, that just, it's got to make it make sense. It's just ridiculous. So shout out to EA, I guess. But listen, there's 3 more seasons. The team's young. I can't be too mad about it. But it is frustrating. It's frustrating because you think a team figures it out, and then that happens. So, all right, I guess we'll see who wins the Stanley Cup and then go on to the offseason. Nashville Predators, Stanley Cup champs. I guess good for them. We're going to stop simulating if we can. Appreciate it. Let's take a look here at this awards. What was that, Central? So the Predators win the Stanley Cup. Oilers couldn't get out of the West. And, Maple Leafs went all the way. Individual awards. I assume we'll have probably a coach award, the Jack Adams. No, we didn't even get that. Thought we'd get that. So no awards. All right, let's head on to the offseason. So our picks, that's via Calgary, was ended up being the 14th pick, which I guess makes sense. Not a high pick. I think Philly got the number 1 pick. So if there is a player out there that we'd want to trade for, I might as well look for it, or a pick. So that's why we're going to the NHL entry draft here to see if there's any franchise potential pieces, or maybe just someone good in general. I mean, I would assume there is somebody good. I mean, left winger, superstar. I mean, he could be good. I don't know. I don't think it's the pick. I'm gonna sim it. Maybe he's an 83. Okay, I probably could have traded for that and taken him. It's not awful, but all right. I'm gonna offer a different trade then and see if I can get like just an actual player that could help me. If this trade will go through with the Flames, Bean and Zari for 2 first, 2 seconds, and a 3rd round pick will go through. So yep, that is a not a bad deal. Not a bad deal at all. We get some two solid pieces, 2 solid quality players. I don't mind it at all. So we're just gonna sim the entire draft since obviously we don't have our pick. But the good thing is I only traded picks this year. So, hypothetically speaking, I am keeping myself flexible for any potential franchise talents that do come through the draft that are like 80-something overall that can actually contribute to my team. So, I like it. Now, we're going to go on to the re-sign phase, which is right here. And yeah, Zari got to re-sign him. But that's fine. We're qualified, whatever it is, But there's actually not that many guys, surprisingly. A lot of our guys are under contract, so it should be okay. We'll have a little bit of money to work with. Nothing too crazy, but I think next year is going to be a little bit of a bigger deal. So let me, do my free agent signings, my negotiations, and see who wants to stay around and who's going to test. Savard wants to test. That's fine. Joel Armia resigns. So does Dvorak. Alex Barre-Bollet. Pizzetta. All these other guys here are going to accept their qualifiers, which is good. So we're just going to head on free agency, see if there's anybody out there that we could potentially sign We'll look at kind of the depth chart and see if there's anybody here that's worth my time. Oh, I forgot about goalies. Oh, no, I didn't forget about goalies. What am I talking about? I didn't forget about goalies. I did goalies. Our goalies are locked up. But there could be goalies, too. If for instance, maybe they want to add a goalie. I don't know. It's not really great. No, okay, definitely don't want to add a goalie. Alright, so, I don't know. I'll look around and see if there's anybody here that I want. But it's not a great class, so it's not a huge deal if we don't want to pick up anybody crazy. But let's look at the depth chart. I'll see if what we need. You know, maybe a winger, left winger or something. And actually, I think that works out in my favor because for free agency. Yep, Verhaeghe is a left winger. So is Skinner, and so is Mangiapane. Okay, so there's some talent. I'll look around and see if I want to make some offers. So my man's Verhaeghe did not want to sign, but we did get Harvey Pinard back, which I think was our biggest guy. Heineman. We'll view player info. What is he looking at? Yeah, remind me in 6 days, I guess. I'm going to stop simulating for a sec. Yeah, alright. I'm going to have to try to sign somebody else then. Alright, a first, second, and fourth round pick through the Wild. We're getting Matthew Boldy. And he's a quality player from the Wild. He is a left winger. I ended up not getting anybody really in free agency, so I'm just going to simulate, I guess, to the second season, and we'll see you then. Alright, so let's take a look at this start of the second season, this team. So we'll go to the lines. Right now, it's not looking too bad. The top line's great. It's +5 Chem, Caulfield, Suzuki, and Boldy. The second line looks good as well. +3 Chem, +1 Chem there for the third line. Bottom line's a little iffy, but it's still a pretty good team, obviously. And then defensively, top line's good. Second line's decent, just no Chem. And then third line, same thing. And then the goalies are the goalies, right? Sammy Montalban, and then Primo. So that's it there. I will say this. I was not able to re-up on a couple guys here, I think. Well, actually, hold on. So there's Joshua Roy, who I feel like should be on our team. Zari is a little bit of a schmo, but I think he'll end up coming back. I'm going to see if Roy, if I can call him up. I'm going to do that. So where could I go there? I'm going to go right here. And I want to go in the system. And I want to call him up. All right. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to edit. We're going to make best. And then we're going to go back to the lines. Excuse me. And we are going to hit edit lines. Now, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. We are going to take out Jake Evans. I could put in Vorak. I could put Roy in. Zeta. I'm going to put in Mr. Joshua Roy. And I think that'll make us better. A little more talented. So I like that move. Calling him up. We'll see what happens with the rest of the guys tonight. I need to make a trade with Zari if he doesn't want to sign his contract or accept his qualifier. Try to give him contract he didn't want to do. He didn't want nothing to do with it. So his choice. But if anything, I can always move him later on. I'm going to get a sim to the mid-season point, somewhere around there. If I decide to make a trade before then, I'll show you. Otherwise, we'll go to the mid-season point, assess the team from there, look at the stats, and see what happens. According to EA, we got better, but see what I'm saying with the standings? Doesn't make any sense. 23, 25, and 3. You're playing terrible, underperforming. So we got to get better because clearly we are struggling. I know part of it's injuries. I know I've seen some guys miss some time. So we got to fix that as well. But you see the stats there. Not looking good at all on the power play or the penalty kill. Absolutely terrible. But yeah, we're going to make a lot of trades because I am not a fan of how we're playing right now. So let's look at the stats and see what the story is. Go to the stats central. Newhook only with 50 points right now. I mean, it's not too bad. But yeah, you can see, look, a lot of injuries right there. Boldy he's only played 45 games. Kirby's missed 4. Hudson's missed a lot of games, so there are injuries. Yeah, Caden hasn't played a lot. You know, he's missed some time. Roy. So there's been some guys that haven't played that much that, you know, most of our main guys have actually been fully healthy. Which is kind of weird, but still, there has been some timely injuries, and I'm going to blame part of the reason on that. Power play points, you can see the leaders there. If you are curious, I'm going to go this way to look at the hits, block shots, giveaways, and takeaways. Again, if you are curious, you can pause or take a look, and your bully's now scratched. So again, that is awesome to see. And by awesome to see, I'm being sarcastic. Hopefully you understand that. But sometimes people don't catch that. See the giveaways there, and then the takeaways. Let's look at the goalies. How are we playing? Not too great. Montalbot's doing terrible. Primo, pretty good as a backup. Alright, my neck's killing me. So yeah, time to make some trades, because clearly we're not good enough. So let's see who's out there in the market that we could potentially acquire. I'm going to propose some trades and see if we can add more talent on this team, because clearly it has not been working out so far for us. Gunther's coming over to my team for a first, 2 seconds to 2/3. He's a quality fit for me. A nice player to have on our squad. I think that's good. That is probably going to be the only move I make for now. But he should slot in fairly well somewhere onto the team. And, okay, they want him at the top line, which is fine for now, I guess. I could just do this. I think I'd rather have him on the second line. And then, yeah, once we get back Boldy, that'll be helpful for us too. Right now, obviously, we have a lot of guys injured. Butts hurt, Boldy's hurt. Would love to have them on the field, on the ice. I'm saying field because I'm watching the baseball game. But, all right, let's see how this team does the rest of the season. We're going to have to address the goalie position as well. I want to get a better goalie, but that'll be a next year problem. All right, so by making the team better, we ended up going worse, 35-44-3. So horrible season. Definitely a disappointment. Also, the injuries kind of killed us a little bit too, so that is a bit of a problem. But yeah, definitely a disappointing season. Injuries, like I said, killed us. Not much you can do about that. So that probably took away at least 20 points. It is what it is. As you can see there, you can already see a few guys missing some games. Not a fan. You can see the points, so Newhook 77, 56, 66 there from Laine. 62 from Suzuki. Gunther with 58, 55 from Caulfield, 51 from Slavkovsky, 50 from Boldy, 44 from Kirby. And then it dips from there. All right. Power play points. You've got 3 guys in double figures. Very cool. You got your hits, block shots, giveaways, and takeaways for those that care. Wow. A lot of guys with at least 100 hits. We have 9 guys at least 100 hits. I'm trying to scroll down, but it is taking forever. Yep. Kirby was 1 hit away. Block shots, 100 over from Matheson, lead a team, and you have your giveaways and your takeaways. Very cool. All right, goalies. There they are. Gotta get a new goalie. Montalbot's not it. All right. So, yeah, we really struggled. Again, shout out to EA for, you know, having that make sense, I guess. So, when you get better, you actually get worse. Didn't know that. But okay. And also the injuries, too. That killed us a little bit, like I already pointed out a million times. You see the goals for per game. We were near the... Were they near the bottom? I feel like we actually scored a fair bit amount of goals. And it was our defense that was the problem this year. Decent on the goals for. Goals against was pretty tragic. So, yep. Not very good. Alright, I guess we'll see what happens. Who wins the awards and then go on to the next season. Because, like I said, this was a waste of a season. Just win the Stanley Cup. Good for them. Let's stop simulating here. And take a look at the awards for the season. For those that are curious. If you care. There you go. Maple Leafs won everything. Beat the Avalanche. Do we have any Canadians? Nope. No Montreal Canadiens here. Alright, let's head on to the offseason. So the Flyers have the first overall pick. I know there's a franchise guy in here. Yeah, it's McKenna. And I know McKenna is like okay. He's nothing crazy. I mean, Lindbergh could be good. Korolev could be good. I don't even know if I could get any of those picks. I'm just going to sim this pick. Okay, they went with Gavin McKenna. Sim this next pick. Lindbergh. And I'm just going to sim this pick. Yeah, I'm not going to make any trades, I don't think. Let me see what kind of draft picks we have this year. Or not this year, but just in the future. We look at it. Yeah, we are short on picks, so might as well. Yeah, we have a first 2028, first 2029, first 2030, first 2031. So we'll get a first next year, and then we'll have 5 firsts that we could potentially trade next year. So I think that's what I'm going to do, and we'll just try to see if we can add more talent, free agency, and guys just developing. Again, this was a lost year. The injuries also played a part in that as well. But again, I need us to not lose. When we get better, the record should be better. Right? I mean, you usually that's how that works. Usually, EA. But anyways, we have the re-sign phase. And we go there to re-sign some players. And who needs to be re-signed? Well, Matheson does. A few other guys here. So let me do some qualifiers. Got to get a goalie as well. That's another thing I want to get in free agency. So let me do that. And we'll go from there. So Bean's going to reject. That's fine. Army accepts. So does Dvorak. Line A rejects. That's kind of surprising. So does Matheson. So they want to test. I guess I'm cool with that. We'll let them all test. And then, yeah, we'll try to get a goalie also in free agency. I don't know if I'm going to have a lot of money or not. We'll see. But obviously, those guys testing is going to be a little bit concerning. I certainly don't want to have to lose players. So let me see if we can improve the team somehow, some way. There's really not a really good goalie. So maybe I'll just try to trade for one instead. But let me try to get my guys back, and we'll see what happens from there. All right, so I got burned by Line A, and I got burned by Matheson. Well, I did sign Eric Holla, I guess, to fill in a hole, which is cool. I'm going to try to see if I can get some other players then to add to my team, but that is super frustrating. All right, Grubauer in a 5th-round pick coming over from the Krakens. I traded away a future 2nd-round pick to get ourselves another goalie. All right, so I got back everybody I needed to get back, I think. So we're just going to head on to the 3rd season. I think we honestly got worse, which is funny because when we get worse, we might get better. So, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, there's your top line. Top line still looks good. The 2nd line looks pretty solid. 3rd line, not bad. 4th line, okay. Defensively, it's a little bit weak on that right side. Left side looks decent. Hudson looking good. Julian Arbor. The goalies right now are Montalban and Grubauer, which, I don't know, maybe I'll look to upgrade at some point again. But that's pretty much it. So we're going to see what happens then the rest of this season. I'll probably look to make some trades at some point. I'm going to double check the contracts here because one thing I'm curious of is if there's anybody in the system that we would want. I definitely want to bring Beck up because I actually think that would help us out. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to call him up here. So we're going to call Beck. He's in the system. So, yep. I'd like to call it back, but then I would need to send somebody down. And I don't know who would be the right guy to send down. Can I send down Evans? I can't. So I can't really send anybody down. Can I? I mean, I guess I could. Or maybe just, yeah, I'll do that. Evans, goodbye, and then Beck, hello. That works for me. I'm going to do that. We'll go best NHL lines, and then I will go back to the NHL, and we will just double check here. Beck should be there. We're going to make sure he is instead of Dvorak. So we'll do a quick substitution and put Owen Beck into the ice. Actually, he's better on that 3rd line, so I'm going to do that. And that actually makes our 4th line a little more talented, too. So I'm going to do that. And can I do this? That actually works, too. I actually like that better. So we get some chem here on the 3rd line. And then the 4th line is pretty talented. So I'm going to keep it like that. And then you got your defense. at that position. So let's see what happens. I'm going to simulate. Hoping we could be better this year. Hopefully that second year was a bit of an anomaly. But again, I can't predict how EA's engine's going to be. So I'll let you guys know if I have an update for you before the mid-season point. The EA, man, 26, 24, and 2. Not really that great. We are struggling a little bit. We still have a chance to make the playoffs, but I'm not a big fan of how we are playing. Yeah, it's not looking too good. So we are going to have to figure out what to do here because, like I said, the team's struggling a little bit. Defensively, have been great. Power play percentage isn't very good. 8th in the penalty kill, 9th in goals for. So the offense has been pretty solid, but defense has not been very good. Let's look at the stat hub. Go Stats Central. I keep saying Stat Hub, but you know what I mean. Okay. So yeah, player stats. Let's take a look. 55 points from Suzuki. Caulfield, 53. 49 from Hala. 41 from Newhook. Boldy with 40. Slavkovsky, 38. 36 from Gunther. Yeah, I know a couple guys have missed some games here and there, so I guess we'll attribute our losses to that. But yeah, 3 guys at least 10 power play points. That's cool, I guess. Then you have your hits, block shots, giveaways, and takeaways for those that are is right there, just like that. You guys can kind of look at the top guys. Yeah, so let's try to see if we can improve this team because clearly it is not really working out. The goalies are not doing very good. So it's time for me to get a good goalie because I want to actually have a good team. So maybe that'll help me out. Let's see what's out there in the trade market and hopefully we can get ourselves a top tier goalie. First, Gallagher and Miller going to the Stars. We're getting Jake Odinger, a nice goalie. Pretty solid pick up for us, but we're not done yet. I think the Predators will do this deal for Kamel, 2 firsts, a third, Baron and Zari. They do just that. So, Joakim Kamel coming over to the team. I like it. All right, so that's it from me. I'm going to assume the rest of the season, and we'll see what happens. All right, so those trades did help us. We ended up going 44, 34, and 4. So we are in the playoffs barely, 92 points. But, hey, I'll take it. So at least we're in the playoffs, so we have a chance to maybe win the Stanley Cup. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm waiting to see who I'm taking on. Okay, the Panthers is our matchup. Let's take a look here at the matchup there. So you can see we were 9th in goals for, goals against 14, 22nd in the power play percentage, and 5th in penalty kill percentage. So I guess that's decent. And if we look at the Stats Central, we're just going to take a look here and see what that is looking like. So you can see Suzuki had 83 points, which is pretty solid. Good for you. 80 from Hala. Caulfield with 77, 75 from Newhook, 66 from Boldy. Slavkovsky, 57. A couple guys with 48. And yeah, some guys missed some time, nothing too crazy. You got your power play point leaders there. 7 guys in double figures. Suzuki with 21 to lead everybody. And you have your hits, block shots, giveaways, and takeaways. How many hits did we have here? Who led? Probably Boldy. 151 hits. Yep, 5 guys leads 100 hits. Congratulations to you guys. Your block shots as well. Don't forget. Hudson, 123. And how about William Trudeau with 104 of his own? Your giveaways and your takeaways. And oh my goodness, 23 fights for Arbor. That's insane. I don't know why he's getting into so many fights, but I need you to not get into so many fights. It's kind of ridiculous that you are, in my opinion. We'll look at the goalies. So obviously having Odinger is pretty good. I'm trying to look at the goalies. Thank you very much. Yeah, he did pretty solid, I guess. And then Montevideo as a backup is, I guess, serviceable. All right. So we got the Panthers. They are a 110-point team. Solid. We'll see how we fare against them in the Stanley Cup playoffs here. First round. How will we do? Game 1 will be a 4-1 loss. Can we please win Game 2, maybe? We win Game 2, okay. 1-1 series. Can we make it 2-1 us? We can. Okay. Hey, that's pretty good. Can we go up 3-1? No, we can't. Okay, do or die Game 5. Can we do or can we die? The answer is do. But get ready for Game 7 since we're not going to win in 6. It's EA. You got to remember that. And they actually shocked me. So, congratulations. You guys are in the second round of the playoffs. And, of course, doesn't matter. When Nick Suzuki gets injured, it's just like what's the point? Hopefully he's not hurt for too long, but it's like, why? Dave Reinbacher at least coming back, which is cool. So now we got the Detroit Red Wings. They are red and white, as you can see. And you can see they were a 101-point team in the regular season. So, all right, second round. Let's see what happens. Game 1 against the Red Wings will be a 2-1 overtime win. Okay, good start to the series. Can we win Game 2? We can't. Can we win Game 3, perhaps? We can in overtime. All right, Game 4. Be nice to win this one. Go up 3-1. And we do in overtime. Let's win in 5. That'd be great. Don't set me up for disappointment. And you didn't, EA. Good job. All right, conference finals. Conference finals. All right, we got the Avalanche, Oilers in the West, and we got the Devils and the, obviously, our team, the Canadiens in the East. Not saying anything, but we're playing really well right now. 102 points. Should be a fun matchup here against the Devils. We're going to sim it, see what happens. Game 1 is a Devil win and a Canadian loss by that logic. And we win 8-1 Game 2. Ooh, very good, nice Game 2 there. Can we win Game 3? Can't take the momentum into Game 3. Let's take the momentum into Game 4. Let's win it. Yes, overtime win, do or die. Game 5, Jake Evans back from an injury. Can we win Game 5? We can't. We get shut out 8-0. Shut out the EA's Sim Engine. All right, we got a big Game 6 here. Now, CPU can force Game 6 or Game 7. Why don't we force Game 7? That'd be great, EA. You should be fair and have us go to a Game 7. And, you know, shout out the EA's his poor Sim Engine. All right. So, couldn't win. You know, I mean, if it was the opposite way, you know, it would be a Game 7 and they would have won. Just saying. Just saying. But also the injuries, you guys saw we had some guys go down, which, you know, stinks a little bit. But you can see there, looks like most of my starters actually ended up playing, but, you know, looks like Armia missed some time, Harvey Pinard, yeah, a few guys down here, but I guess it's really nobody too important that missed time. But still, I mean, still injuries and stuff like that. You see the goalies, could be better, could be worse. So conference finals appearance is so far our best run. We do have one more season. That's all we have, one more season to improve this team and try to get back to this point. I guess we'll see what happens, who wins the Stanley Cup, and then go on to the offseason. Devils win. Wow, it could have been us if we could have forced a Game 7 and won it, but probably wouldn't have happened. We'll never know. What we do know are the awards, because they've been voted on, submitted, so let's take a look at those. Oilers ended up going all the way, won the President's Trophy, but couldn't win the Stanley Cup. Do we have any Canadians? The answer is no, we don't. All right. So, let's on to the offseason. I'll enter the draft, although I don't think I can actually trade for a pick. I don't even know if there is a talented player out there. There actually are 2 franchise players, DuPont and McFarland. I feel like McFarland will be the better player. We could try to trade for it, but I doubt that'll happen since we gave up our picks. But it is worth a try anyway. So let's see. How many first rounders do we have? The answer is only 1. So it's not going to happen. It will definitely not happen with 1 first round pick. But let me see if I can cook. I'm going to try my best. And if I can make a trade, you will see it. Otherwise, we'll just sim past it. And at a first, 3 seconds, and Reinbacher going over to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Get pick 2. Not pick 1, but pick 2. I'm fearful. Can I trade for pick 1? I'm going to try to get pick 1. I have to. This pick 2 might get it done. And then if I throw in some additional picks, I'm trying my best. I really am. I don't think we can get it done. And I don't even think I have enough time to get it done. Let's see. I mean, I don't mind having the second pick. And then can I throw in a player, maybe? Does that get the job done? No, okay. Yeah, I can't get the first pick. Alright, that's fine. And the guy that I wanted goes number 1. Okay, I mean, I could pick DuPont, which actually wouldn't be bad, because if he's not good, we can trade him. Yeah, he's 7-1 overall. So, he does have franchise potential. So that does help me in terms of trades. Alright, there we go. Engstrom, 3 third-round picks, and our number 2 pick. We got McFarland. We got McFarland from the Senators. So that actually ended up working out in my favor. So we get the better franchise player, which is super helpful. So that's great. I love it. I love that. That was beautiful. That worked out exactly how I wanted it to. So there we go. We got a much more talented franchise rookie coming over to my team. So this is the biggest thing right here. We do have to re-sign like Newhook and all these guys, so I'm going to have to qualify some contracts. Do we have money? We have a little bit of cap room, but we're going to have to re-sign most of our guys, so that's fine with me. And yeah, we'll see what ends up happening from there. Nothing too crazy, but I'll show you guys if I have any updates for you. Alright, so need to get back Oettinger. That's the biggest thing. He doesn't think we're vying for a Stanley Cup, so that's not good. But we got everybody else back, which is good. I'm going to stop simming, though, because I want to make sure we keep him around. We got some qualifiers. Alright, let me do all that. Great, 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 great. The biggest thing is I need to get back Jake. I did not get him back, so that's a problem. So we're going to go to goalies, and I'm going to give him as much money as I can. I cannot lose him. So if I have to overpay, I will overpay. It's not that hard. I'm throwing you $9 million. Like, it's a great deal, and he's probably not going to take it. And if I lose him, I'm going to be very pissed because we traded a lot for him, and if I don't get him back, I'd be very upset about that. But yeah, there's some guys here that we can get. I'll look around, and we'll see what happens. All right, I picked up Matt Zuccarello. I got screwed. Oettinger left me. I'm really annoyed about that. Very, very annoyed. And I'm not going to have a goalie. It's incredible. Valimaki from the Utah Club, first, second, third round pick in the far future. I needed to do that so we can get ourselves another goalie since we lost our goalie. And we also get a nice additional piece as well there, too. Valimaki. All right, so I got everybody back, and I also signed a few defensemen just to kind of round out the team. Don't even know if they're going to be in the NHL, but I'll see you guys in the fourth final season. All right, fourth and final season. I'm looking at the team. It's not bad. Defensively, it's a little questionable, but a top line obviously is great. +5 chem, +1 chem on the second line. The third line, talent, and the fourth line's decent as well. I feel like we'll be okay offensively. Defensively, I'm a little worried about that, especially on that right side. A little bit worried. And then the goalies also. I mean, Ingram's fine. Montalban. It's not bad. It's definitely not Oettinger, but it could work. I mean, we'll see what happens in the fourth and final season. I'm hoping we can make the playoffs and make another run to the conference finals at minimum. I don't know, though. We'll see. But if I need to make a trade at the midseason point, you will see it. Believe me when I tell you. But if not, then we'll just kind of keep the team as is. And hopefully we are in the thick of things, maybe the third-ranked team. That's my hope. All right, well, we kind of forgot to play hockey the past 2 weeks, but we have been pretty good this season so far, 29, 18, and 2. But again, like I said, going into the midseason point, losing 5 straight is, kind of dumb, but it's fine. Like I said, we're 60 points, ranked number 2, tied ranked, which is not bad. It's not bad. It's better than we've been, which is good, but I wish we were a little bit better. Goals for per game is actually not as great as I wanted to be. The goals against actually surprised me pretty well. We're the worst power play percentage team, 27 to penalty kills. We need to improve on that. But the team's doing all right. Let's look at the Stats Central. See the point leaders. Suzuki's got 49 points, 45 from Caulfield. Boldy, 41. A couple guys here with 33, 32 from Gunther. 28 from Slavkovsky. Hudson's got 25. 23 from Cameron McFarland, by the way. Don't forget, this is a rookie, so we'll see if he can kind of help us out a little bit. It's your power play points. 8 from Suzuki, Cole with 7, 6 from Newhook, and it just keeps dipping from there. You got your hits, block shots, giveaways, and takeaways. As you can see, 90 hits from Newhook, Boldy with 89, 81 from Slavkovsky. Cool stuff. Block shots, your giveaways, and your takeaways right there. We're going to go to the goalies now. As you can see, I mean, Connor Ingram's doing all right, and then, honestly, Samuel Montebelt's doing excellent as a backup this year. So we'll see if we can keep that up. If there is a trade out there, I will make it. Might as well. I don't know if I have any firsts kind of left hanging. If I do, I might as well look to, make a trade. So I'll look around here in the market and see who is out there. I actually don't have a first, but, you know, maybe there is a small trade we can make to improve this team. Alright, I'm going to see if this trade here goes through with the Knights. Get Lucius for Dvorak, Kapanen, 4th and a 5th, and it will go through. You know, again, just to bolster up the offense a little bit, Lucius, just another center. Not sure if we even have any NHL experience, but hey, we pick him up. I feel like, yeah, Chaz Lucius, he will be playing. So, again, a bottom line helps us out a little bit, though. I think it upgrades the talent. So, yeah, I'm just going to sim with the rest of the season. And like I said, we should be able to make the playoffs. Well, we didn't have the greatest second half of the season, but we did not make the playoffs, which is fine. I guess I could be happy about that. I mean, why wouldn't I be happy about making the playoffs? You know what I mean? We'll look at the stats. And, yeah, 90 points from Suzuki. But we'll do that to 45, 33, and 4. It was our record, I believe. Did I get that right? Yeah, I think I got that right. So we'll look at the entire league there. Puts us at 94 points, which is a bottom half playoff team for sure. But, hey, it was good enough to make it, so I can't complain. We're at 3.16 goals, 4 per game. I feel like that's kind of low-ish. But, yeah, it is kind of low. But our goals against, we're at 3.05, which is pretty low. That's where you want to be. So, let's take a look at the stats. Suzuki, as you can see, 90 points lead the team. Boldy, 72, 65 from Newhook, 50 from Caulfield, but he missed a lot of time. So yeah, a lot of guys got hurt, so that's why we slipped a little bit. Yeah, a lot of guys missing games. Again, I can never seem to have a smooth sim experience. So that's always fun. Power play points, got 2 guys at least 10, 14 from Suzuki, 11 from Newhook. Caulfield 8, Dylan with 7, 6 there from Matthew Boldy, 5 from Slavkovsky, a couple guys with 4. Goes on from there. You got your hit leaders right there. 5 guys in triple digits. 99 from Balamaki, almost there. Block shot leaders. You get your giveaway leaders and your takeaway leaders. Farland 77, not too bad from Seth's cousin. We go to the goalies. Ingram was decent. Could be better, could be worse. And Montebelto's backup was fantastic. But all that doesn't matter unless we win the playoffs. So we got the Bruins. Let's look at their team rankings. I didn't even really bother to look. As you can see, they were a 106-point team. And you can compare their ranks to ours. I mean, they have the advantage over us in everything except for goals against. And they're 10th. We are 9th. And, yeah, I feel like this is a series we should lose. But maybe EA will allow us to win, you know what I mean? That would be great. Game 1. Last time we played them, we won, by the way. So, there we go. Win game 1. Let's win game 2. Can we? Of course, Boldy got hurt, so that's never... See, whenever I see injuries, that doesn't help me at all. I hate when we get hurt. But we win game 3, so we're up 2-1. Can we go up 3-1 here? And win game 4? The answer is no. Do or die game 5. Let's do and not die. We do. All right. Let's win game 6 and not have to go to game 7. And we won't. Shout out to EA's Sim Engine. All right. I got to hop in. It's game 7. I mean, by me hopping in, I'm basically throwing in the white towel at this point. But we're going to do it. We got to get at least one Sim win at some point, right? Surely, EA. All right, good start there from Cameron McFarland. 1-0 lead. I love it. Let's try to see if we can hold the lead. Yes, Dylan with 2-0. All right. 3-0. This is beautiful. All right. And then they scored a goal. Okay, 3-1. It's fine, though. We're up 2. I don't mind it. Let's not allow 2 goals in the period. All right. We get a goal back. 4-1. Very nice. Very nice. Of course, we let them score another one. Shout out to EA Space 4 Sim Engine. But listen, we're up 4-2. Can't complain. Let's try to see if we can hold a 2-goal lead. Got a foul, 5-1-4 power play. Let's see if we can score. We can't, unfortunately. Halfway through the second period, we got another power play. Can we convert? We do. Boldy, power play goal, 5-2. Let's go. Very nice. Very nice. This is good. This is how it needs to be all the time when I hop in. All right, we're going to the third period where we have a 3-goal lead. I think we're going to win this one. I think, unless they somehow score 3 goals. Which, it is possible. I mean, in this game, oof, absolutely. But looks like we're doing a pretty good job here. Time is ticking down. And I would say, yes, we're going to win this game. So we are going to the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. So that's great. We won a game. We won a sim game. Maybe this is the year. Who knows? So we're going to the second round. And I wonder who we're taking on. You see who advanced there. Probably the Maple Leafs. All right. That's a tough matchup. They've won a few times. They've got themselves 113 points. You can see how well we're playing in the playoffs compared to them. Very cool. All right. Well, let's see what happens. Game 1 against the Toronto Maple Leafs is going to be a 5-2 loss. Game 2 is a 5-0 win. Nice shutout win. Can we win Game 3? We can't. Let's win Game 4 then. We can. All right. Do or die Game 5. Can we do, or will we die? We will die. Which means we're going to a Game 6. Again, EA, we should force Game 7. You know what? We're going to sim it, and that's that. I'm going to give you guys content. I got to give you guys content. We're simming Game 6, and we're simming Game 7. We seem to struggle against the Maple Leafs. Already down 1-0 in Islander with a goal. Lumen Islander, shout out to you, my friend, I guess. And now we're down 1-0. They got a power play. They're going to score again. No, they won't. But we tied up. New Hook, nice. And we take the lead. Valimaki, good. Nice, 2-1. That's what we needed. That's what we needed. And it will be a 2-1 lead for us going into the second period. Can we get ourselves an insurance goal here and go up 2? Yes, I just said it. Perfect. 3-1. Got a power play. Let's make it 4-1. Thank you, EA. It's like you're listening to me. You won't make it 5-1, though. You'll probably make it 4-2. And then that would have been funny if they scored, but they didn't. I'm glad they didn't. All right, third period. We have a 3-goal lead. Looks like we're forcing a Game 7, which means I might actually lose the Game 7. No way we win 2 sims in a row. Wow. All right, well, I was going to say 5-1. Now it's 5-2. Okay, still 3-goal lead, though. Time is not of the essence. All right, now they're only down 2. I don't want them to be 5-4. 5-4 is bad. All right, we're good. All right, we're good. 5-3, all right, not bad. Not bad. Game 7, trying to get back to the conference finals. Would be fantastic if we can. I'm looking down because the game's still on. It's bottom 8, 2 out. It's 5-2. Watching the Yankees and the Guardians. And I'm also recording a video. Shout out to me, right? Also, my internet was awful today. Oh my goodness, it was brutal. Couldn't even stream today. Twitch.tv/TJP if you guys like watching streams. And by today, I mean Monday. I streamed yesterday. And I streamed today. Alright, sim this game. Here we go. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. I didn't know what I was doing there. That was kind of dumb, but it's fine. Let's score. They're going to score first. Yep, shout out to EA Sim Engine, Max Domi, with a goal. They're up 1-0. Can we make it 1-1? We do. Thank you, New Hook. Let's make it 2-1 us. Nope. It's not what I want. That's not what I asked for, but that's all right. All right, so down 2-1. Now we're down 3-1. Shot at EA's Sim Engine. Let's make it 3-2. Power play. Got to convert, man. Got to convert on those power plays. Got to convert here. And once again, we don't. Convert again. Please convert. 5-on-3. Convert. 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 Why aren't we converting? Yep, game's over. All right. Well, you can't win if you can't convert power plays. It's just impossible. So, unless we score 3 goals, I don't see it happening. Come on, EA. Make it make sense. Nope. All right. Yeah, game's over. Yeah, we're getting destroyed. Okay. Yeah, I'm not wasting my time. Yep, we lost 6-2. Shout out to EA and the gentleman. So, losing the second round in 7. Bit of a good fight, but not good enough. So, we'll look at the stats here in the playoffs and then close out the video. Let's take a look. We played all right. Some guys played all right. I mean, Newhook actually was pretty solid. Dylan was good. Kirby Doc was good. And like the way Cole played. Yeah, there's some guys here that kind of struggled a little bit. Had some guys miss some time here and there. Didn't play as much. Goalies. Ingram is, Ingram is solid, like average-ish. So, yep. All right, let's advance on. See who wins the Stanley Cup. Look at the awards, and then close out the video. No surprise, the Maple Leafs win. So, imagine we won in 7. Would we have won? I don't think so, but who knows? Let's take a look here then at the... What am I looking at here? I'm trying to look at something. The Stats Central. We'll go to the awards. And if we go to the awards, you will see the Oilers end up losing in the Stanley Cup. They had the President's Trophy. We won't see... Oh, we will see a Canadian. McFarland, Calder Memorial. Congratulations, but it won't matter since you will not exist. There's an extra Bill Masterton Trophy. Traded him away to get him, though. So I guess it doesn't really matter, really. All right, full screen, close out the video. Let's do it. Be it for me. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like and subscribe. Comment down below some more videos. Go to socials, play the second channel and main channel down below in the description if you like the content from DJP. Yeah, whoever the next team is, and it'll be a Western Conference team. So be on the lookout for that. I think I mentioned it last NHL video who it is, but you'll see it. You'll see it. And hit the bell if you want to be notified when I upload. But for now, I'm heading out. Take care. We'll see you soon, and peace.